This is Shauns Sport in podcast form.
Well, we're talking about the draft all week. In fact, the trade period. Nothing really happened for so long.
But this is always what happens because everybody's holding out and then they panic and a flurry of activity with 10 minutes to go.
Well, no one wants to give in. We want to catch up with Fremantle's head of player personnel. That's David Walls. G'day, Wallsy.
Oh, g'day, Nat, Nathan, Shawnee. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Wallsy, is this like Amazon Prime Day where like you're going to get a bargain really quickly before someone else swoops in and gets it?
Yeah, first time I've heard the trade period referred to like that, but no, it probably is pretty similar. Now you mention it.
Well, see, we look at it from the outside and say, oh, nothing's happening. But I guess for you guys, there's so much going on behind closed doors, you know, in those days leading up to the final flurry yesterday. How hard has the last week been for you?
Yeah, you're right. Like the number of phone calls and conversations you have is ridiculous, but you feel like you go around in circles and not much is happening. I think most people, whenever they've done a negotiation course, everyone talks about like time pressure, and that's the biggest form of negotiation. So I think everyone likes to leave it to the last half hour to get something done to see who cracks first.
That's crazy though, because what if your phone network goes down? You're like, no, Vodafone! You can't go make a call.
Can't be with Vodafone, no.
Well, really, as long as it's down for the first 9 days, that's all right. I only need it going for the last half hour.
Hey, Wallsy, from the Fremantle point of view, Shea Bolton, which is the man you were targeting for quite some time. I guess anyone who knows anything about football would understand that Fremantle need that X-factor player. You got that person, but from the other point of view, Richmond then walk away with some really good draft picks as well.
Yep. No, 100%. Look, I think it's a win-win for both parties with where Richmond are at, and obviously Shea wanted to come home with his partner Hasina, and she's heavily pregnant with their second child, so I wanted to get back to WA and around family. He's still only 25, and like in his prime, like we're going to have a lot of fun as Freo fans, like watching him play, over the next 5 or 6 years. And we've got the tools down there with Josh Tracy and Luke Jackson and Jai Amos, and to throw Shea in with Sonny Walters and Michael Frederick and Sam Swatowski. It's going to be a pretty dangerous forward line and exciting for us to watch. And we've still got some good picks at the draft as well. We've got 14 and 30, so hopefully we can find a couple of other nice players there as well.
That'd be nice.
We've been talking this week about how it would possibly work and what it would look like in your drafting room.
Yeah. With the whiteboards.
Is it whiteboards? Is it whiteboards and you've got like different guys and there's like a bit of red string that goes from there to there? It looks like a conspiracy theory board.
A whole bunch of scenarios.
What's it like?
It's not quite that extreme, but like there's whiteboards, there's magnets going everywhere. We call it the war room, so only a select few people are allowed in there, and a few have never reappeared out of there.
That's ruthless.
Particularly some magnets. But look, we do like to keep these like pretty private, and our recruiting team's in there, and they do a power of work. But there's some sensitive information in there as well, obviously with contracts and.
Okay, so the room has no. So I'm guessing the room has no windows, or the blinds are shut, and then you have to lock it every time you leave. Is that right?
100%, yeah. And I tell you, we lost the keys one day, and I was in a panic for about half an hour.
Is it in a bunker? Please tell me it's in a bunker, Dave.
We lost the keys one day.
I can't disclose the
location. That's so good.
Hey, Wallsy, it's really interesting from the out. So at the end of every football season or during it, you see these guys who sign these long-term deals. And we saw the issue with Christian Petrarca putting his hand up at the end of the season, looking to move on.
Yeah.
It seems like it's changed so much where the club and the player want long-term commitments, but either side can move you on in an instance. So for Shea's point of view, I know he's coming back for family reasons, but it seems to be either I can sign a 6-year contract and I'll be a Victorian and go, I'm going back to Victoria, or I'm from WA and I can come back. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. No, I think, you're spot on. I think like free agency's changed the landscape. The power is more with the players and the player managers than ever before, so that they can
you're going to fix that, don't you? Get on with that, mate.
I've got to get Shawnee onto the PA board.
We hear of players that, like Christian Petrarca, who have requested a trade and then the club's turned it down. How often is that actually in play? I know Geelong did it with Tim Kelly the first time he wanted to come home. I think you guys did it with Rory Lobb.
That's right.
Where he said, no, you're contracted, you have to say. It almost happened to Tom Barrass. Is it, how realistic a option is that for the club?
Look, you've got to weigh up each situation. Sometimes we've had personal situations where you look at it and they need to be closer to family, so you're quite empathetic to that if it's genuine. But there are times too where if a player's going because he's disgruntled for whatever reason, it's no, you come back and play and work your way through it. So, but if a player
that
wants
must be a hard conversation to have.
It's so funny. No, you're staying here. Smile. You love it.
Yeah, sometimes you see the look on their face. They go, geez, I didn't get the answer I was hoping for there.
It's such an interesting period these days, Wolsey. And, from over here in the West, obviously, you know that the West Coast Eagles have copped a bit of scrutiny for the Liam Baker trade and getting a couple of people in. It seems like you're walking a bit of a tightrope because you've already committed to the player. So I'd imagine you committed to Shea Bolton a fair while ago, equally to the West Coast Eagles with Liam Baker. So you kind of have to make it work, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. If you make a commitment, but a lot of that's lined up too with the player manager and the player beforehand. So Shea starts talking to us and saying, I've got an issue, I've got to get back home. And then we sit there and we say, okay, these are the picks that we've got and this is what we're prepared to trade to make it happen. And then the manager needs to then make a call if he thinks that's satisfactory and would satisfy Richmond, and they would do the deal. So that they don't request a trade and then we go in there and say we're offering a second round pick that's never going to get it done. You've got to make a pretty strong commitment to the player that we really want you, and we're gonna pay your quality, and we're going to match it with what we offer.
Okay. Harley Reid was interesting when he got pulled over here because we didn't realise until a little while afterwards that they flew his best mate over here, gave him a job at the Eagles, and he lives with him. What's the deal with the sweeteners? Who comes up with the sweeteners? I'd like to be in charge of that if that's okay.
Peter Bell.
Peter Bell. He's a sweet guy.
He's a bit more connected around Perth than I am, so Belly's the man. He seems to know someone everywhere. So
the candy man.
We might have to put that in his title somewhere as well. With,
the sweetness. Sweet cheeks. Peter Bell, sweet cheeks.
It's such an interesting time for everyone.
Yes, now you can have a lie down.
West. Yeah, we can in Fremantle. Wolsey can. I'm sure you had a couple of quiet beers just to relax last night, Wolsey.
I did. It was only a couple, and then I crashed. So
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
big week.
But, big week. But I think it's exciting for the club and WA footy as well. Like I think out at Optus Stadium, Shea always performs well there, and I think the side will be better. And I think it'll be an exciting brand of footy and hopefully high scoring. So great for supporters and footy lovers.
Good on you, mate. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. And on to the next interview, I'd imagine.
Yeah, no, that's it. No, thanks very much for having me. Great to chat.
Bye, David Ross, Head of Player Personnel at the Freo Football Club.
Shauns Sport in podcast form.
Before we get stuck into M. O'Driscoll, we're going to give away
that's a bit off.
Okay. Ask you. A double pass to the Melbourne Cup at Optus Stadium. Spend Melbourne Cup at Optus Stadium. Big screens, racing fashion on the fields. Canapes.
Canapes.
Yep, canapes. Everyone loves them.
Canapes.
Premium drinks. Tickets at optusstadium.com.au. 132410. Caller number 3. Why? Why is that?
M. O'Driscoll
Thank you.
is 3.
Centre half back. Bring it on. Em, good morning.
Hello, guys. Love that you knew that, Nat. Really appreciate you.
I was just guessing.
Nathan.
I just understand how Nathan, Sean approaches numbers.
Perfect. Did you know my number was number 3?
No.
Do you know what I'm defending on the weekend?
I don't know your position.
Perfect.
Your dignity?
So you are,
No,
I'm guessing
seriously.
you are a guard.
A guard.
guard.
Yeah.
Guarding the goals. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what's that position called?
She's goalkeeper.
Oh, you're the goalkeeper.
Oh, yep. With the other 5 girls
She's
out
kind
there.
of
Yeah.
goal
Mate,
defence.
I can't believe 5 girls can cover that whole oval. That's insane.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, you know what? Power to
absolutely
you. All power to
It
you.
is a lot of power to Em, the raging bull. Now, Em, on the weekend, the game was in the bag. It was in the bag.
Oh.
Carlton got 2 late goals in the last quarter.
You snatched
and stole
defeat
it
from the hands of victory.
I know.
Come on.
It was devastating. And you guys watching, you were frustrated. Imagine us out there. It was frustrating. The first quarter as well, we got 2 quick ones on them. And I thought,
good stuff.
we're
We're on
actually
here.
on
We're on
here,
here.
with the wind. Let's go. And then 3 against the wind they kicked in that first quarter, which definitely killed us a little bit. But I thought we came back and we just fought all day. It just ended up being that they scored those 2 goals in the last, and we ended up losing. And to be honest, everyone was so flat that we didn't even really need, Lisa to come in and give us a spray or anything.
Can
We
you
all knew
imagine?
we were all disappointed. It was horrible.
We know.
Are you angry at the wind?
Do you think?
Because that seems to be the thing that happened, was the wind.
The wind.
So you're angry. How are you girls at the wind?
We're pointing the finger. It's the blame game here.
Yeah. You've got to pin
The
someone.
wind, yeah.
Someone got to pin someone.
I mean, well, what's this problem?
No, it was definitely us. We didn't perform, but hopefully we can redeem ourselves.
It's not that, Em, because of what you play a lot and your endeavour and the energy the team's bringing to
Your
every
intensity.
single game is right up there. And if you watch any sport, you see someone just trying their guts out all the time. Most of the time you walk away and go, that's all I can ask.
Yeah.
It's
And
just...
most of the time that is rewarded as well.
It is reward. Yeah, you're right,
yeah.
Nat.
You guys
It's
have been a
just
bit
not the
stiff.
execution in a lot of cases.
I know, which I guess is frustrating as well. We're just not capitalising on goals. But Ash Brad's kicked an incredible goal on the weekend, and she's a back, so gives all of us defenders hope that we...
EOD is going to be on
goodness.
So Leadville Oval Saturday, perfect weather.
Saturday, yep.
It's going to be a gorgeous day.
4:05 p.m.
Yep.
at Leadville Oval. Be there. It's going to be an incredible day, Nat. I'm absolutely pumped. And it's the Derby. Like, how can you not be pumped?
They're
What's
coming
not to
for
love?
you know that, don't you?
Yeah, well-
They're coming for you.
At School, we've had so many people write in saying, "Wow, what is her
writing letters.
What is her status? What is her status? Is she on the market? Is Emma Driscoll ready to mingle?"
can't.
Is what they've been asking.
I hear that a lot too.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to divert from the football chat.
So what's happening in your personal life? Do we have anyone in the mix?
No, we don't have anyone
How?
in the mix.
You are hot as shit.
What do you mean?
You're a great chick.
So-
How? Sean, she's a girl that you would take to your mate. Your
Nathan's
mates
just
would have a
thinking-
great time with as well. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by that?
No, as in that she's not someone that will just be
She's
able
not
to
a
talk with you.
wallflower.
mate.
No, I think
You know what
I
I mean?
was just
She's not a
thinking
wallflower.
that I flashed my coach last week, so why am I not flashing more people? Is that what
That's
you're
right.
thinking?
Exactly.
Well,
That's
I mean,
right.
mate, that would get some people interested.
Yeah,
at
you would
least. But so,
What's
so
the
what's the
dream
deal?
partner?
Oh, I don't know, but I was saying to you guys before that my one of my friends, Jazz, she's very forward with things. I showed her this guy, and then she goes, "Oh, it's just typical, your type of man. It's white Australian, wears a button up, and has grown up playing footy and cricket." And I was like,
So is that what you like?
Thank you for defining me. I wouldn't say I have a type, but clearly all my friends think I do.
I would think that you would need a man who could whistle strongly, being a country girl.
Whistle,
Just like,
okay, yeah.
Okay,
call
here's
the
the deal.
dog,
Here's the
something
thing.
like that.
Okay,
I like a man. I do like a manly whistle myself.
Let's start eliminating people. Okay, so does the guy have to have played AFL? If he's never played AFL, because
But
Yeah,
No.
no, you know
No.
what?
But sporty.
I think
Sporty?
sporty, or just like sport, because I'd love to
Okay.
go and watch sport.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to know about my job. Like, that's my
Do
job.
you need a person with a professional career or a tradie? Do you have any like preference?
Love this grilling.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
No?
I don't mind. I think I just
Literally
need someone
anyone.
that's ambitious. Like, I need someone to
Ambitious.
be me.
That's
But
what
then, like
about-
you said, Shawnee, could go head to head, and then it could get
Yeah,
nasty.
couple of
no,
crazy cats
we're
getting around.
not looking for an Emma Driscoll nutcase. We're not looking for a male
We're
version
not
of
looking
this.
for insanity.
But
Do
you
they need
told
to
us
crack a whip?
that previously you've dated a guy
whistle or the whip?
that was like the energy wasn't the same. So he was quite conservative,
Oh,
an
that's so
accountant,
well said, Nat.
an accountant, and like he couldn't. It didn't work.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed right now. Yes,
be
no,
embarrassed. So
you need
I
someone
think
who's up
though,
and
That's
about.
because I would look at my parents. I guess relationships were modelled
Yes.
by my parents.
Yes.
And if you see my mum and dad, my mum is very out there. She's a firecracker. My dad is super chilled out.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So you thought
Yes.
maybe that would work for
So
you.
I was thinking,
you gave it
I'm
a shot.
exactly like my mum. I've got to be with someone that's going to bring me down a few levels, because this is a lot.
Oh, here's Sean. You need someone to bring a woman down a few levels.
Not psychologically.
So what ages are we thinking?
Oh, we're done with this.
No,
show.
we're not. Why not? You put yourself out there. Like, what ages?
whatever. I think in the 20s would be nice.
In the 20s would be nice.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
and we're going to do Nathan next.
Yeah.
Turn the screws.
We've done
turn the
these many
screws.
times over the years. There's no answer out there for me. That's why I just put them all my eggs in
That's
your
why
basket.
Nathan eats a banana at 9 p.m.
Hey, yeah, but the last time Nathan went on a date was 11 years ago when Aaron Sandilands
Sandilands.
tricked him. Well, did a bet with him.
no.
Nathan didn't know.
Yeah, I made a
Nathan-
football bet, and then I don't know anything about football. So as soon as I said the bet, everyone said that bet is never going to come off, and it didn't. So then Aaron Sandilands made me go on a date with someone that rang up and wanted me to go, and I went out on a date. But forced by
No,
Aaron Sandilands forced me out on a gay date.
Actually, on that, Em,
Brilliant.
if the Eagles get up over the Dockers, why don't we find your next partner?
Oh yes,
Oh, no.
yes.
That's a great
Amy
idea.
It
loves
would be
this.
so
What a
nice.
great idea.
It would be so nice.
Yeah.
Am I going to have to shake each of your hands?
Well, it just means you're going to have to try super
we're gonna-
hard.
yeah,
or,
yeah. You know what?
or not.
I
This could be what makes her throw the match.
yeah.
So we speak
Perfect.
to you every week. So
Go on
every week that you
Sportsbet
come
now.
in, say over a 5-week period, we'll have a little speed dating thing happening.
Oh,
Here. So you
no.
have your football chat, and you'll go on a speed date, and then we can have a bit of a, and then we'll listen in.
Got pretty
Okay,
good
so
taste.
moral of the story is win on the weekend and
That's
get
it.
flaps out. Is that what you're saying?
Fly, girl, you fly. You fly, lady.
Good luck in the derby. It's going to be a cracker. Yeah, you need to go, girl.
Saturday,
We're ready to go.
4:05 at Leadable Oval. It's going to be a cracking game.
We're going to get somebody to be enjoying your O'Driscoll very soon.
Sean Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.